What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am so excited because I'm starting a new reading vlog and I've been wanting to do this one for a few months now. I kept putting this off and it is finally time. And as you guys saw in the title, I am basically reading the forgotten books from the Booktroop book club. If you guys didn't know, Booktroop is a book club run by Gabby Reads. I will link her channel down below. And she is one of my favorite booktuber, like bigger booktuber here on YouTube. And she mainly reads a thriller, horrors, and some romance book. And then she runs a monthly book club where they read thriller books every month. And then I read a lot of them, but a few of them I never got a chance to read them. And then basically this week I will be reading the ones that I didn't get a chance to read. The first book that I'm thinking of reading this week is going to be The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. This one I'm very excited about. I've heard some pretty good things overall about this one. This is a Jane Eyre retelling. Very excited about this one. This was the January pick, so it's a long time coming. Rachel Hawkins is the author of the Hex Hall series, which is a really cute YA series, and I loved that one when I read it like years ago. But I think this is her first like adult thriller book, so I'm excited to see how I feel about this one. And then the next book that I'm going to be reading for this vlog is going to be The Other Black Girls by Zakiya Dalila Harris. I'm sorry. Very excited about this one as well. I don't know too much about this one besides the fact that it's about this black girl who works at a place where she's the only black girl, and then one day there's a new employee who is also black. But then she receives this note at her desk that says leave this place. That's pretty much all I know about this book. And it was a Good Morning America book club. I haven't heard a lot of things about this book, and I don't remember if Gabby liked it or not. So very excited about this one as well. And then the last book that I want to read for this vlog is going to be 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard. This one was last month pick, so I'm not too late on this one. This is a COVID thriller, which is really I am excited but nervous at the same time. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this one because it is a COVID related thriller. It's about these two people who start dating right before quarantine starts, and then they decide to quarantine together, but then like 56 days after, I'm guessing, one of them is found dead. And then you don't know who did it, you don't know what happened. Very excited about this one. It's a super short one, like it's super big font, so I'm guessing, I mean all of these are pretty short, so I'm guessing I'm gonna go through them pretty quickly. So excited for this vlog. I'm hoping I'm gonna like all of these. I thought it was the perfect time to do this vlog because it is October and October is a spooky season. Thrillers is kind of the perfect time to read some thrillers. Have you read any of these books? Let me know in the comments down below if you like them, what were your thoughts on them. And that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna start with this book because this is the oldest pick. This was the January pick, so I am very excited to start this one. And I do have the audiobook for this one as well, so I think it's gonna be easier as well to start it and to read it. Super short as well. I'm so excited for this one. And I think Gabby liked this book too, so that's really exciting as well. That's pretty much it for right now. I will update you when I start reading. Hey guys, so I decided to start with The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins because I don't know why. It's the one that I was the most intrigued by and the one that was the most, it's like the oldest one too. It was January's pick, so I think it's a long time coming, so I don't know. I decided to start with this one, and I'm already chapter 23, which is basically 160 pages in, which is like more than halfway through the book, or basically, yeah, more than halfway through the book, and I am really liking it so far. Honestly, is it like, it's nothing spectacular, it's nothing like groundbreaking, but I'm having so much fun right now reading this book. It's kind of surprising how much I'm having fun reading it and how fast I'm reading this book. This is basically about this girl named Jane who is new in town, and she's a dog walker in this really like rich neighborhood, and then she meets this guy named Eddie and start walking his dog even though he doesn't have a dog yet. It's kind of funny. And then they kind of fall in love and there's this relationship, but then we learned that his wife recently went missing and don't really know what's going on. So there's a mystery there, and also there's some mysterious things surrounding her as well, surrounding Jane, which I'm super intrigued into, and I really want to know everything. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun reading this. Is it groundbreaking? No. Is it amazing? No. Are the characters annoying? Yes. But I can't put this book down, and I'm really enjoying myself, and so I'm really excited. I mean, this is a Jane Eyre retelling, and I've never read Jane Eyre, but I've seen the movie, like two different movie, and I really liked it. But I know, like, I don't know if the plot twist is like a big plot twist, because, and I don't want to spoil anything, but if you know Jane Eyre and if you read the title, then maybe you would guess some of the things, but it's not necessarily a plot twist because you do learn about it like super early in the book, but it is like a plot twist as well. I don't know. I'm having a blast. It's going by super fast. I think I'm gonna finish this today. I really like the like rich neighborhood kind of mystery thing, and I like that like atmosphere, I guess. I really like it. So that's pretty much it. That was my small update for this book. I am making dinner tonight. I'm so excited. I am making spaghetti squash. It's homegrown spaghetti squash from our garden. I'm super excited about this. This is our second one. We ate the first one a few days ago and it was really good. We also got some butternut squash this year. Look how big these are. I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna make some soup with these because I love butternut squash soup. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and show you guys my squash from our garden. Super excited about this. I'm making dinner while I am listening to The Wife Upstairs. Nothing has changed since I haven't listened to a lot of it since my last update. Nothing has changed. Still really enjoying it. Hey guys, so I just finished working out. I just got out of the shower. Look what I got in the mail. I'm so excited. I got my camp weekend ween t-shirt, well, sweatshirt, I guess. I really like it. It's so comfy. I really like it, and I got it in like dark green. I wanted to come on here because I did finish The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins earlier today, and I want to talk about it because I actually really enjoyed this book. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I flew through this book. I basically read it in like 24 hours. It's a super short book. Like, the font is really big. I think the audiobook is like 8 hours, so 2 times speed. It was like a 4-hour audiobook. It's not the best book out. I'm so red because like I said, I just got out of the shower. I just finished working out. I'm sorry. It's not the best book out there. It's not the best book out there. It's not the best thriller out there. This is a Jane Eyre retelling, and knowing that going in, the plot is kind of predictable. A few plot twists I could guess right before they happened. So nothing like super original. This is very close to the original story as well, as far as like retelling goes, I should say. It's pretty close to the original story, so it's not super original. It's not super groundbreaking or anything, but I really had a fun time reading it. I will say I kind of wish the characters were more fleshed out. A little bit. I felt like I didn't really like any of the characters. I don't think you're supposed to like them, so it's not like a big thing, but I didn't love any of the characters, and I felt like I really was intrigued by the mystery of Jane because she is running away from her past and we don't really know what happened. And then when the reveal happened, it kind of fell flat a little bit. Like, the reveal happened and then nothing is made out of that reveal. It's just like, that happened and then let's move on. So I just felt like, okay, it kind of felt unnecessary a little bit. That being said, I really had a fun time reading it. Even though kind of knew what was going to happen, I still was intrigued and I still wanted to know like how everything was going to turn out and how everything was going to play out. Rachel Hawkins overall is like, I feel like is a really good author. She wrote the Hexhall series, which I read long time ago, but I really enjoyed that book. That series was a really funny, cute series. It's a YA, but like the writing style was super funny, and I was kind of hoping I would get that in this book, and it wasn't. It was more like straightforward, which is not a bad thing. I thought it was going to be a little bit more funny, but I still really liked it. I don't know, I really had a good time, and I'm happy I read it. I'm happy I finished it, and it was a really good start. Like I'm happy I read it. So I don't know, I gave this like 4-star on Goodreads, but like it's a 3.5 star but rounded up in my opinion, so because it's not a bad book. I really enjoyed it. That's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. And then since it's like only 9 o'clock, I think I'm gonna go and read 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard, because I don't have the audiobook for this one. I do have the audiobook for The Other Black Girl, but at night I normally like to physically read books, so I think I'm gonna pick this one up tonight. Very excited about this one. I'm like nervous because I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about the quarantine thing and the like COVID aspect. Is it too soon? Who knows? Hey guys, we're on my floor right now. I wanted to switch up the background a little bit, but my boyfriend is playing video game in the living room, so I can't really go there, so this is what we have for right now. I'm trying to reorganize my bookshelf. Ever since I took out my rainbow shelf, I don't know what to do with myself for my bookshelves. I don't like any of the way I've organized my bookshelf ever since I took out my rainbow shelf, but I didn't love my rainbow shelf either. Like I loved the look of it, but I didn't like the fact that I had to separate my series and everything, so it's been a mess in my head ever since. It's kind of annoying. It's really not that big of a deal, but you know, it's Saturday night right now, and I basically spent the whole day reading 56 Days by Catherine Ryan Howard. I read this one, like I said, the whole day. I started it last night and I finished it today, and I really liked this book. I got sucked into this book way more than I did the Wife Upstairs. This one, I got sucked into it. I wanted to know what happened. I wanted to finish it so bad, and so like I said, I spent the whole day reading it. It's super gloomy, not very fun, like it's raining outside, so I really had nothing else to do than read, so I read it and I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm gonna give this 4 stars, 4.5. So I don't know how I'm gonna rate this book, but honestly, it surprised me so much how much I liked this book. So basically, it's about these 2 people who meet right before quarantine, right before COVID, basically. And they start dating. They go on a few dates, but like nothing serious, nothing super like intense. They go on a few dates, and then quarantine hits, and so they kind of are like, well, should we just, they both live alone, so they're kind of both, should we just quarantine together and then we get to know each other at the same time, and you know, why not? In the beginning, we all thought it was only going to be for 2 weeks. I mean, I kind of knew it wasn't going to be for 2 weeks, but at the same time, we thought it was going to be for 2 weeks, so you know. But yeah, so they said for 2 weeks, let's quarantine together, we'll get to know each other. But then today, police are arriving at the apartment and they find one of the bodies there. We don't know who it is, we don't know what happened, we don't know how we got there. And that's how the story starts, and that's where it picks off, and it was so good. I will say, every chapter starts with like either today or like 56 days ago, 53 days ago, 50 days ago, and then we go back and forth. But also, in the beginning, the first few chapters, we were mostly following her points of view, so the girl's point of view. But then, right when I got sucked into the book, and when I really wanted to know what was going to happen, and I really got into it, we got his point of view. So a few scenes in this book we got in the beginning from her points of view, and then a few chapters after we got it from him, like his point of view. It got a little bit repetitive and redundant at some point, but I still loved it, and I still flew through this book. The plot, the plot twist in this book and the reveal in the end, I was shocked. I did not expect it. And here, like me being a romance reader, I was hoping everything was gonna end up like super fun and everyone's gonna be in love and happily ever after. Obviously not, because this is a thriller book. We do have a detective's point of view in this book as well, which is something I know not everyone loves. I like those books where we have the detective the detective points of view. I don't mind them, so I thought it was super interesting. I don't think it was super necessary, but at the same time I like the addition of having that point of view in the book. It's one of those books when you read the woman's point of view, like, that's weird, I don't know what's gonna happen, maybe she is the bad girl. And then you read the guy's point of view and like, that's weird, what is this, he is the bad guy. Like, I was all mixed up in my head and I loved it. I really, really like this book so much. And I know Ryan Howard is the author of The Nothing Man, I'm pretty sure. And I think there's a reference in his book from that book. So that, I think, I'm not like, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure there's a reference to The Nothing Man in this book. So that's pretty cool. If you've read that book, maybe you'll get something out of this one. I will say though, also, I am pretty lucky, and COVID for me wasn't like that big of a deal, meaning, yeah, it sucked, I had to stay home, but I still had a job. I was able to go to work 1 day a week basically for the whole quarantine because my job is considered essential service. So when I went into the office 1 day a week, I still saw people at the office. I lived with my boyfriend, he went to work every single day because he worked in a hospital. So our world wasn't too flip upside down, like it wasn't too crazy. Obviously it was a big change and obviously it was a big adjustment, but we still got to like get out of the house from time to time, and we still got to like live a little bit. And also we didn't lose anyone from COVID. It was a big change, but it was nothing dramatic in my life, I should say. And so I could read this book and it was weird sometimes because it felt like so long ago, but at the same time it felt like yesterday. And there's some scenes I was reading and it felt really weird reading them. And if you are someone that COVID affected you negatively, I would not suggest this book. I don't think this book would be for you. There's no like death or anything, but reliving those moments, even for me, where it didn't really do anything really bad for me, it felt weird. So I would imagine someone who really got anxious from COVID, from like quarantine, who maybe lost someone. I don't know if this book would be for you. I would just go into it maybe cautiously, I guess. But for me, I loved it so much. I would recommend it. I don't know, like I really, really liked this one. And so I didn't expect to like this one as much as well. It really surprised me. I read this in a day basically, because I read like up until chapter, I still remember exactly, because I got to a chapter where we were starting to see his point of view and I was like, oh, I don't want to read this. And so I got up until like maybe 50 pages in. Yeah, so I got exactly 52 pages in the first night. And I read all of this in one sitting basically the next day. So yeah, I really like this one. Highly recommend. If you are interested in it and you think it's something that you would like, I would highly recommend. I really liked it. I like this one more than Your Wife Upstairs. So off to a really great start, I feel like. And then the last book that I have to read is The Other Black Girl. I think this is Gabby's favorite book from the Booktroop selection. So I'm excited to pick this one up. And I do have this one as an audiobook, so maybe I'll try to pick it up as an audiobook this week. I saw her review on Goodreads and she said that this was her favorite pick. This was the May pick, I think. So that's pretty much it. That was my update for right now. Have you read 56 Days? I would be really interested if you read it, what you thought about it, and what did you like it, did you not like it? Are you into reading some COVID stuff? You think authors should include COVID in their book, or do you think they should not? I'm really interested in knowing. I think that's a really interesting topic. That's pretty much it for this update. I will update you when I read a little bit from The Other Black Girl.
I'm fed up with changes. Come pick me up cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah, I just see her face wherever I look. She's
Hey guys, it's been a few days since I finished 56 Days and I took a little break. I read a different book in between. but I wanted to come on here because I did start The Other Black Girl a few days ago now. Well, yesterday basically. I made some donuts, some like pumpkin donuts. They're really good with coffee. I should have used like a Halloween. Mug. But yeah, pumpkin donuts with coffee, and it's really good. I wanted to come on here because I did start The Other Black Girl a few days ago now, yesterday basically, and I wanted to give you my thoughts on it because I am about 135 pages and I'm on chapter 8. Chapters are really long in this book. And I want to talk to you guys about it because it's a pretty interesting book so far. It's about this girl who works at this publishing house, and she's the only black girl basically working there. She's an assistant. But then one day a new girl starts, and she's a black girl. She's the other black girl. See what they did there. Yeah, so, and then I think that night she gets a message on her desk that says, "Leave this place." And she's like, who wrote this to me? What is happening? Why did I receive this? So that's kind of the premise of the book. I will say it's not so much of like a thriller book so far, kind of more of a mystery. It talks a lot about different topics, about her being black, obviously, in this predominantly white work environment, how that affected her, and also her past, and how society sees black people, and talks more about that than being an actual thriller, which is not a bad thing. I just kind of was hoping it would be a thriller book. It's not one of those like page turner that you need to see what's gonna happen. It's also like a longer thriller, I feel like. I have the audiobook and it's kind of like a longer audiobook as well. So I am enjoying it. I'm just not like loving it so far. I like the message that this book has, and I like the topic that this book touches on, but I'm just not loving the actual like storyline so far. The author basically said that she was inspired by Devil Wears Prada, and I just saw on the back it says, a thrilling, edgier The Devils Wear Prada that explores privilege and racism, which is kind of what it is. But I'm just not necessarily getting the thriller aspect so far. She did get the message in the book, like she got the message, but she's just like wondering who sent it to her. But like nothing weird is happening. Is nothing like suspicious is happening to her besides the message that she got. Like no one around her is acting weird necessarily. I'm liking it. It's just not what I thought it was going to be. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts so far for this book. I will hopefully be reading this weekend. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, it's been a few days now. I wanted to come on here because I did end up finishing The Other Black Girl yesterday. So I needed to come on here and kind of give you my final thoughts on it in a mini review, and also I needed to close off this vlog because it's been over a week now. I thought this vlog was gonna last like a few days, but no. Like I said, I did end up finishing The Other Black Girl last night, and I did not come on here immediately after finishing it because I wanted to think about things, and I wanted to think about how I felt about the book, because I didn't exactly know what I wanted to say and how I felt about it, and you know, I just want to take my time. So I think I've settled on a 3.5 stars, but like rounded down on Goodreads to a 3 stars. I know it's like way more complicated than what it needs to, but in my mind it all makes sense. Most of the book was pretty good, really well done, really well executed. I really liked the writing style, I really like everything. I felt like the ending was a little bit rushed, and I felt like the ending was a little bit crazy and a little bit too out there. I did listen to Gabby Reads and Jesse's live show on the book, and Jesse, being black, obviously had a lot of insight into the story and was able to explain to me, I guess, a lot of things that obviously I didn't understand and I didn't get since I'm not a black girl. I did understood the book a lot more after watching that live show, but still I thought there were some problems with it, especially the ending, and especially I feel like the reveal and the plot twist was just too crazy. Like I said, Jesse explained a lot of it on the live show, and I was just like, oh, I got it, I understand, and it makes a lot more sense now. Like they said, if you're not reading it from a black perspective, there's a lot of things that you are missing out on, and So maybe the book just wasn't for me, but I do feel like it's an important topic, and the message is really important. So I think it would have been really cool if it would have been a little bit more universal, I guess. Or maybe it's just me not, I mean, I guess that's a bad thing as well. I should have maybe researched a little bit more before reading it, I guess. Go watch Gabby and Jesse's live stream. A lot of information are on there, and I kind of agree with a lot of the things that was said on there. It's a really good book. I thought it's a debut novel, I'm pretty sure, and for a debut novel I thought it was really well done. A lot of potential for some other books from that author, so I feel like I would want to pick up some other things that this author writes in the future. The book touches a lot on what it is being a Black person in America, and also what it is being a Black person in a white environment. So I don't normally love books that are only about race. So that's maybe a me thing. I like it when the race discussion is like blended with some other things. That book felt a little bit like that, but like I said, it's still a really, really important message. I do think this book should be read by a lot of people. I thought overall it was really well done, and overall I really liked it. I don't know if I'm making sense. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's still a good book, 3.5 star. I still enjoyed it. It is one of those books that maybe if you reread, it would be really interesting in reading. I know people hate rereading thrillers, but I feel like that one is, since it's not like a true thriller, it's more of a mystery and it's more of a discussion. I feel like that book would probably be a good book to reread and see maybe some stuff from the beginning that you would have missed. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. I've been talking about this book for like 9 minutes now. I need to move on. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this book. That's pretty much all for this vlog. I read 3 books. I liked all of them. I think my favorite one was probably 56 Days, just because of how I felt when I read it. It was so gripping and I got sucked into it. And then The Wife Upstairs and The Other Black Girl I liked equally, but in total different ways. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night depending on when you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!